Let's Roll Out, we get the pleasure of bringing you a head-to-head between the Mercedes CLS 550 and the BMW Grand Coupe 650 xDrive. Now, both of these vehicles are luxurious. Both of these vehicles are fast. But today, what we're here to find out, which one is more fun? Of course, they're beautiful to look at on the inside. Both of them carry twin turbocharged V8 engines. For the BMW, it is 445 horsepower stock. From the factory with Mercedes, this is a 4.7 liter, putting out 402 horsepower. Now, what is different about this Mercedes is that it was tuned to the likes of 578 horsepower. Think 15 years back, a 578 horsepower sedan was unheard of. But today we get it on Let's Roll Out. Come along for the ride as we check out these two juggernauts on Let's Roll Out. See, now we're here in the Mercedes CLS 550. And from the outside, this car is beautiful. The silhouette of a coupe, but yet with 4 doors, it looks fantastic. The aggressive frontal appearance tells the world that this car means business. When you come to the insides of the car, the piano black wood trim flowing from the left to the right just looks excellent in the car. The added touch of the analog clock in the middle is just elegant. When it comes to the steering wheel, it's perfect. Beautiful size, the perfect cutouts to fit your hands just right. The gauges in the center just looks clear. In the center of the vehicle, we have a nice glove compartment that you can store your things. In the back is just enough space to fit adults. I'm in the front seat, and this is where I really want to be. 578 horsepower available to me just under my right foot. I'm ready. Are you? Here we go. Now, this car is very, very powerful, extremely responsive, and it's hard to talk and drive at the same time because the power is relentless. Nice. Now, we do have the air ride suspensions in this vehicle, and it soaks the bumps up beautifully. You have a very high seated position, and as you dissect these corners, you have a very clear visibility of the road. And this car is good. Wow, I love it. Even though we're in the firmest setting in sports mode, the car still will isolate you from the bumps. It's beautiful. But you also get the sense of the car feels a little bit floaty. And as you dissect these corners, now I feel as though I cannot have full confidence in pushing the vehicle, as I feel like it's gonna move away from me. And it's not very comforting. You can only go to so much. The gear shifts are good. It doesn't give you that sporty feel as you shift through them, but it's very seamless. Now, the one thing that I wish is that this car's muffler system would have communicated a little bit more. It kind of takes away from the experience of a sporty car because I cannot hear it. The sound is so muffled, and you don't get to that joy of 578 horsepower talking to you from the back. I miss that. Mercedes CLS 550. Oh, it feels good. Don't get me wrong, but I still get so much of that floaty feeling, and it doesn't seem so anchored down and reassuring. It is fast, but I think this car is more meant for straight roads and long distances to explore that 578 horsepower. Now, we've just driven the Mercedes CLS 550, and that is a fantastic car. We are here now in the BMW 650 Grand Coupe. From the outside, this car has a low, long, very flat look to it. It looks menacing and ready to eat you alive. On the insides, the contrast with the black and ivory interior gives it a nice airy feeling here. The perfect steering wheel in your hands with paddle shifters accented by a nice brushed aluminum to tell you, yes, this is a very sporty car. It does have the M Sport, which gives you for suspension 20-inch wheels with low profile tires. In the back, there's a small amount of room, have a little bit of clearance for my head, a touch more than that of the Mercedes. But we're here to drive this car to see how fun it is. So let's do it. We are gonna open the windows so we can listen to that performance muffler we get in the back. Let's see how much fun the BMW can be. Downshift, 1. Oh, wow, the car feels very planted. That performance muffler gives you the perfect park with every shift. Going through the corners and the car feels so secure. It is very nice. Now, you can never get enough of that. Third to second. Now, this car has the low profile tires and the corners are not perfect, and you can feel as though the car is moving beneath you. Now, that is not a reassuring thing as you dissect these corners. Now, the car is quick and it feels very stable and secure in your hands. This car is nice to drive. Now, you definitely don't feel the torque like that in the Mercedes. Now, that is 550 foot-pounds compared with this at only 480. But what the Mercedes doesn't have is audible stimulation along with its thrust. And it makes this car feel so complete. There was something missing from the Mercedes, and I'm getting it right here. Listen to that. It barks it's as though it's ready to bite you. BMW 650 Grand Coupe. Yes, I love this car. Oh my God. The opportunity to drive these two amazing cars, the BMW 650 Grand Coupe X-Drive and the Mercedes CLS 550. Now, both cars have been fantastic. The air ride suspension on this car makes it such a compliant, enjoyable ride. The sport suspension that this one comes with gives it such a hunkered down feel. Now, the lower seating position in the BMW make you feel closer and more connected to the car, while in the Mercedes, a higher seating position, though it gives you great visibility, you felt as though you're on top of the car. Now, they were absolutely blisteringly fast, but we have to come up with a verdict. Based upon the drive, the cornering abilities, and how much fun it gave to me. With the Mercedes, it was quite fast. The torque of 550 foot-pounds just pulls you out of the corner. It was just so fantastic. But in the corners, it felt very floaty and unsure. Now, it doesn't mean that the BMW was perfect in the corners neither. With its low-profile tires, it made it feel a little bit like it was sliding because of the imperfections in the road. We do have a huge dilemma on our hands. Which one engaged me the most? Now, there was one thing different about these two cars, and it came down to that. The BMW had a more stimulating sound coming from its mufflers. And I have to say, because of that single thing, I have to give the win to the BMW. It was engaging, it was fun, you felt planted on the road, and the mufflers stimulate you, making you laugh and feel so giddy inside. Every gear shift popped and cracked, and it was so much fun. The BMW 650 Grand Coupe X-Drive takes the cake on this head-to-head challenge.